Hi, it's Ingrid, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do a little reading challenge maybe. I'm going to let a color wheel pick what books I read. Don't know how long I'm going to keep this video going, but we're going to read a few books. I have a color wheel on my phone with red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, white and black. And I'm going to try to get through some of the books on my physical TBR. So I'm going to let you see and I'm going to spin the wheel. Green. Oh, wait. I have options. I'm excited. I'm gonna go get the books. These are the green books I have. I really want to read this one, but unfortunately it's only the spine that is green. The cover is actually white. So that's disappointing, because that would help me continue a series, and I really want to read it. But we have 4 options. Irresistible by Melanie Harlow. This kind of looks blue on camera. It is green, I promise, but it's more of like a bluish tone to it. This is a little small town series, I think, and I really want to read it. Oh my god, it's short, it's less than 300 pages. I really want to read this, but I'm not sure if I really want to start another romance series right now, so we're going to look at our other options. Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. This is the second book to Part of Your World. I've heard really good things about this, and apparently the anxiety representation is really good in this. I don't know if I'm in the mood for this. Maybe. Juniper Hill by Devney Perry is the second book in the Eden series. I didn't love Indigo Ridge, but I liked it. I had a fun time with it. This is a single mom, I think, so that could be fun. And then I have The Institute by Stephen King. This is green, right? This is on my March TBR, so it will be good to read it. And also, the adaptation of this is coming out this year, I'm pretty sure, and Ben Barnes is in it, so I really want to read the book. The font is tiny. Almost 500 pages. I want to read this though. I'm gonna read this. I have been eyeing it for a while. I've been looking at it, or looking for it in bookstores for a long time. Couldn't find it until February 27th when I went to Oslo to see Ben Barnes. And I went to a bookstore before and I found this. I was very excited, and now it's been just staring at me from my shelf. So I'm gonna choose this one. So I don't know how well I can explain this, but in this we follow this boy, Luke Ellis, who is really smart. He has this gift. He gets abducted to a secret government facility where they keep kids with special talents like telekinesis and telepathy, and they can't escape until Luke teams up with a younger boy and they apparently escape, I think. Then there's, well, it says here, meanwhile, far away in a small town in South Carolina, former cop Tim Jameson, looking for the quiet life, has taken a job working for the local sheriff. He doesn't know he's about to take on the biggest case of his career. Tim Jameson, the character Ben Barnes is playing. I'm finally getting Ben Barnes as a cop, a policeman, solving crimes. I'm so excited. Hopefully this doesn't scare me, because it's late. It's currently 10:21. So I don't know how much I'm going to be able to read today, but I think I'm going to be able to sit for a while, because I haven't really been finding the joy in watching YouTube. So I'm going to read. I'm very excited. It's giving me Stranger Things vibes, but the font is tiny. Almost 500 pages of this tiny little writing. But I am very excited. So I'm gonna sit down and read. Let's do a little update. I can't put you anywhere and still have like the lighting, so I'm holding the camera and trying to tell you what page I'm on. I've read 110 pages. Almost dropped it. 110 pages of The Institute. So far, I'm not loving it. I feel like it's a lot of information without learning anything. I'm a little more interested now that we've actually gotten to The Institute, but I don't know, it's not what I expected. We start meeting Tim Jameson, a policeman who's like traveling from Florida to New York is like his planned destination, and then he stops in this small town and he gets a little job, and I don't care about any of it. Good thing about that though means that Ben Barnes is probably gonna have a lot of screen time in the show. Like obviously he's playing Tim Jameson, one of the main characters, but still, like the more I see him in the book, the more I'm probably gonna see him in the show. So that's what I'm thinking whenever I read. I'm just imagining Ben Barnes, and I saw this picture of him on the set, and I'm so excited. But the book is a little boring. I don't know exactly what I expected, but I expected more from it. And I thought that it would be like scarier. But it's very normal, very like simple. The font is tiny, I've already mentioned that, and it's like split into different parts. And then there's like chapters within those parts, but the chapters start in the middle of the page. Like it's not like structured normally, and then every part has chapters from 1, 2, 3 and up. So yeah, I don't really know. I've met some of the characters now. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a favorite. I don't even remember the last time I talked to you. It's taken me way too long to get through this book, but I finally finished it last night, right before going to bed. And I don't really know what to feel. I think I rated it 4 stars on Goodreads. I wasn't really sure because like the first 100 pages felt a little unnecessary. I was bored. After that, I was a little more interested. There were moments where I was bored, but I was also very into it. Then when we got to like a little before 300 pages in, those next 100 pages, really good. And then I got kind of dozed off a little bit again. But I enjoyed this book. Like, I think it was very interesting. I enjoyed to see like the way the characters dealt with things and reacted to things and their relationships with each other. It was really good. All of the moments following Luke and his friends I enjoyed. Other people not so much. Like there were moments where we followed the adults at the institute. Didn't really care too much about that. I don't really know what to say without spoiling, because I don't think I can say much about the actual plot. I feel like Mrs. Sigsbee was acting like a baby at the end there. Every time she opened her mouth, so annoying. The ending, not very satisfied with that. I don't know how to say it without spoiling. I wish it didn't end the way it did. Like, if you read this book, The Key, I wish they used the key. Because I don't know, but I really enjoyed it. There were times I was bored, but I had a good time with it. It was a little slow, but I had a good time. I enjoyed it, so I think 4 stars is solid. Now it's time to spin the wheel again. Let's see if I can find it. Is that one? It's not that one. Okay, I have the color wheel. Blue, I'm happy. That's good. I have options. I think I know what I'm choosing, but I do have options. I'm gonna go get them. I have 3 options. I didn't bring everyone. There's still more blue books on my TBR, but we're gonna go through these 3. The Hunger Games, Mockingjay. This is blue, and this is like a darker blue, so it is blue. This is the 3rd and final book in the Hunger Games trilogy. I'm very late to the game, I know. I enjoyed the first 2 books. I want to read this one. The way the 2nd book ended makes me really excited. And the 5th Hunger Games book came out today. I'm pretty sure. Or tomorrow. I thought it was tomorrow, but I've seen people get it. I don't know, but it's coming out this month. This is definitely an option. Does this count as blue? Spine is blue. It's blue up here. This isn't blue, but it's still kind of blue. Welcome to the Hyunam bookshop. I'm really excited for this one as well, and the cover is gorgeous. Then we have A Court of Frost and Starlight, the 4th book in the Actar series. I really want to read this as well. I don't know if I should read this one or this one. I think I'm going between these 2. I was hoping to get blue so that I could read this, but now I really want to read this. Because I really want to finish the Avatar series this year. And if I'm ever gonna get to A Court of Silver Flames, I need to read this. But I want this. I think I'm choosing this one. In this one, they're celebrating Farah's first winter solstice. I can't say anything, it's spoilers. In this series, if you didn't know, you probably do because I'm very late, everyone's read it. We meet Farah, a human girl who kills a wolf, and she gets taken to this fairy's house. Fairy? Fae? Is that the same thing? I don't know. She gets taken into this court where she has to live, and then there's trials and things happen. And I can't really say much more than that. In the last book, there was a war going on. Didn't love that book. I think I rated that one 3 stars. There's a lot of talk, not a lot of things happening. I don't know how this is gonna be, because I know that a lot of people's least favorite book is either this one or the last one. But I think I'll have a good time. I'll sit down and read this. I am almost halfway through A Court of Frost and Starlight. This has taken me way too long to read. I should have been able to finish it in one day. That didn't happen. I'm on chapter 14, page 120. I'm bored. One thing I do like about this book is that we get a different character's point of view. In the first 3 books we've only followed Farah. But in this we get Reese's perspective, we get Cassian, more. I'm hoping we get Asriel, because I'm very interested in him. But I don't really know what to say, like I feel like it's boring, I'm not too interested. If I was as obsessed with this series as other people are, then maybe I would enjoy it more. But I don't care too much about these characters. I do like them, but I don't know. But I'm gonna sit down and read, hopefully finish it, because I would like to finish this video this weekend, and it's Saturday today, so hopefully we're gonna pick another book today. Let's sit down and read. I said I'd finish today, and I did. I ended up rating this one 3 stars. It was very hard for me to get into. I was very bored in the beginning. I feel like sitting in a longer period of time, reading it in one go, made me enjoy it more. So today I think I read like 100 and something pages. 113 I think I ended up at. And reading those pages all together was much more enjoyable, so I would recommend not reading just a few pages at a time, because that really ruins the experience, because not much is happening. I feel like it is a little heartfelt, like you see the aftermath of the war, focusing more on their relationships with each other and their feelings. And I think it was really fun to get to see other characters' perspectives. I'm back in my Nesta hater era. I've always hated Nesta. She started to have some character development in A Court of Wings and Ruin. This one, I hate her again. Absolutely hate her. I could finish this series by reading A Court of Silver Flames, but I don't want to read about Nesta. So, don't know what to do, but I think I'll forever be a Nesta hater. I don't know what else there is to say about this book. It's a little holiday novella, and that's it. I feel like the spice wasn't really necessary for this story, but it's there. 3 stars. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I'm glad it's over, I'm slowly working my way through the Avatar series. I read book 1 in 2023, read book 2 in January 2024, and now this year I've read book 3 and 4, so I'm going to finish the series this year, soon. I want to start Throne of Glass before summer. Don't know if that's gonna happen, but I want to. But it's time to spin the wheel again, so you're gonna see what I'm doing. White. Okay. I do have options. The one I feel like I should choose, I'm not sure I want to choose. But we're gonna go over to my TBR and we'll pick my next read. This is my TBR shelves. I've picked out some books to choose from. There's a mix of genres here. Let's go through our options. Gallant by V. Schwab. I'm actually very excited for this. I'm very intrigued by it. Oh, that's fun. Really want to read this, but I don't know if I want to read this now or if I should save it for another video. The Atlas Paradox is book 2 in the Atlas series. I should continue this. This is really long, like 540 pages. But this is a trilogy, I'm pretty sure, and I own all 3 books. I read the Atlas last May, so I really should continue this. The Cruel Prince. I'm a little conflicted, like I'm really excited, but I also have heard some bad reviews. And I'm not sure I'm ready to start this series. And that's kind of my thought with the next one I have as well. Addicted to You. Everyone's obsessed with it. Well, some people hate it. You either love it or hate it. But the people who love it, loves it with passion. Wait, this is short. No, it's not. It's 374 pages, but the text is big. I feel like I would fly through this. I'm very excited for it. I don't know. I kind of really want to read this, but I don't want to start this series until I've finished Magnolia Parks, because I feel like those are like big series that people care a lot about. Without Merit by Colleen Hoover. Last option is Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman, whatever. Don't know much about this, other than David Tennant is in the show. That's the reason I own it. I feel like I'm standing between these 3. I really want to read Addicted, but do I want to start it? And this is a standalone, so that's easy. But I should read this. I'm really trying to finish series, and I've been so good at it. Like, that's my biggest goal this year. Finish series and decrease my physical TBR. Another goal I have is to not be intimidated by size. And this one is pretty big. But I shouldn't let that scare me. But I don't know what happens in this. I don't know if I should tell you, because it's the second book in a series. But in book 1, I don't really know what's going on. I feel like nothing happened. We followed characters. It was more of a character-driven story than a plot-driven story. And that's okay if you like the characters. I disliked most of the characters or didn't care for most of the characters. But basically, these people were recruited to, I don't even know what they're doing, but they were protecting the library, and I have no clue. No idea how to explain the series. But it's like a dark academia. It's not dark. They're in this school, but it's not really a school, and it's a library, and they're protecting it, but they're also some sort of mystery, and they have magic, they have different abilities. And I'm very confused, but I think we're gonna choose this one. I don't know what's happening. Hopefully, I'm gonna be a little wiser when I sit down and read. What is this? Persons of interest? For further reading. Oh! They're in the Alexandrian Society Fellowship course of study. In the first one, there were 6 people chosen, only 5 of them could stay. Something happened at the end. I'm very confused. But I'm gonna sit down and read this. I cannot explain it to you. I'm like 280 pages into this book. We've read this much. I don't know what to say, because sometimes I'm bored, sometimes I'm interested, something just happened that made me very interested, but I don't understand anything. If you were to ask me what the plot of this book is, no clue. No clue at all. And like, I don't know how to talk about this book because I don't know what happens. Like, things are happening, but nothing's really happening. And I feel like it's no consistency in the plot. Like, there's a lot of characters, but I couldn't like point out one thing that is the main point of this book. I'm very confused, but at the same time very intrigued. And I don't know how to feel about the characters. I feel like the story following Nico and Tristan is the most interesting right now. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I don't know what else to say. So I have just finished The Atlas Paradox, and I loved it. I was not expecting that. I was kind of expecting to be a little bored and to not care too much, and it was like that in like the first 100 pages. But when I got into it, I felt things, you know? When you just have that anxiety curling up inside you. In a good way, when books do that, like, I love that feeling. Obviously, the anxiety part isn't fun. But when a book can just give you those emotions, love that. I ended up giving it 4 stars. It's not a 5-star to me because there were moments where I was a little bored. Some character perspectives that I didn't care too much about. Like, up until like the halfway point, there were some chapters I was really into and some I was a little bored of. And then towards the end, obsessed. Still characters that I don't love and I don't really care about their story because it's not as interesting, but I still had a really good time with it. I did read a few reviews, bad reviews, and one of them was like a 1-star review saying like she ruined the whole thing. And if people hated the first one, they're definitely not gonna like this one. But I didn't like the first one, but I loved this one. And I'm just so excited to continue the series. I don't think I'm gonna jump straight into the last book because I need a little break. I feel like they are a little heavier to read. But I have the 3rd one and I will be reading it soon. Because the way this ended, oh my god. Like, one of the things I had been kind of expecting but not really expecting, like I saw it, but I wasn't sure if she was actually going to write it that way. But I'm glad she did. And then like the actual ending, I'm excited, you know. I'm very excited. There's some characters I'm a little confused by what they're really doing, but I like this and I recommend it. Like, I've seen a lot of TikToks of people doing like the should I read this book with a yes, no, or maybe, read this series with a yes, no, or maybe. The Atlas series, I would have said no, but now I'm leaning towards a yes. I'm so glad I continued the series because I could have ended after the first book. But if you've read the first one and you're like me and you didn't enjoy it, continue because this is good. I'm excited for the 3rd one, but I'm gonna end this video here. I feel like this has been successful. I read The Institute, which I was very excited for, and I did like that. I rated that one 4 stars. I'm excited, like extremely excited for the show to come out. I don't know when. I don't think we've gotten a release date yet, but I'm pretty sure it's this year. And I'm so excited to see that whole thing come to life. See Ben Barnes play that character Team Jameson. I just think it's gonna be amazing. And everything at the Institute, the kids, like, I'm glad I saw the casting before I read the book, because the guy who plays Luke, I feel like I was imagining him when I was reading, so I'm so excited to see them, like, bring that to life. According to Frost and Starlight, did not love. It was okay. I was bored. I don't really see how necessary it is, but I did enjoy it at times, and there were times when I wished it was over. And nowadays I just talked about this, but I'm so excited to put it on my shelf. I loved it. But that's it for now. I think it was fun to do a little challenge, doing the spinner wheel, doing colors, fun ways to pick my reads. I love that. If you have any other ideas for me, feel free to put them in the comments. But that's it for now. Like, comment, subscribe. It would mean a lot to me if you'd subscribe. Yeah, that's it for now. Peace out, lovers.